During a snowstorm, a group of horses is frightened by an unknown creature. Later, the same heavily breathing creature enters a nearby barn, startling the sheep. A childless couple, Ingvar and Maria, live in the secluded mountains of Iceland, leading a primitive and quiet life while tending to their sheep and farming vegetables. They spend most of their time together, isolated from the rest of the world. One evening, as Maria counts their sheep, she notes that their numbers are better than last year. But Ingvar has no interest in expanding the herd since they have no major financial needs. While discussing farm work, Maria mentions that the tractor is causing problems again, and Ingvar suggests fixing it before the plantation season. Their lives take a strange turn when one of their sheep gives birth to a hybrid lamb with a half-human, half-sheep body. Recognizing that the creature is more human than animal, Maria takes it inside their home, and both she and Ingvar begin raising it as their own child. Since they have no children of their own, they pour their love into the lamb, naming her Ada. Ingvar even brings in a baby cart for Ada and keeps her in their bedroom. However, Ada's biological mother persistently calls out to her, but Maria refuses to return her. Ingvar, though happy with Ada's presence, silently grieves over their inability to have a child of their own. One day, as Ingvar attempts to fix the tractor, his dog notices something unusual in the field, but they fail to identify it. Meanwhile, Ada's mother keeps appearing outside the house, searching for her child, but Maria repeatedly chases her away. One morning, Maria leaves for work in the fields, while Ingvar looks after Ada. However, he accidentally leaves the house door open. When Maria returns, she finds Ada missing. Panicked, they search for her, but find no trace of her. Just as they are about to lose hope, Maria hears the sheep in the barn and discovers Ada sleeping beside her mother. They quickly take her back inside, shielding her from the cold, while the mother sheep follows them. Maria, once again, forces her away. Over time, Ada becomes an inseparable part of the family, particularly for Maria, who cannot imagine life without her. However, Maria begins experiencing nightmares about the sheep taking Ada away. Fearing that she might lose her, Maria takes drastic action. She sneaks out one night and shoots Ada's mother, burying her in the ground. Unbeknownst to her, Ingvar's brother, Peter, who has just arrived at the farm, witnesses the entire event. Spending the night in the barn, Peter sees a human-sheep hybrid, but dismisses it as a dream. The next morning, he meets Ingvar, who is delighted to see him. As they sit for breakfast, Ada, now more grown, appears at the door. Maria introduces her to Peter, who is visibly disturbed but remains silent. As time passes, Peter watches Maria and Ada bond, but he disapproves of keeping a human-animal hybrid in the house. He expresses his concerns to Ingvar, but Ingvar refuses to discuss it, stating that Ada brings them happiness. Maria, irritated by Peter's attitude, asks Ingvar about his stay, knowing he often hides at their farm from people he owes money to. One day, while Peter plays his old drums, Ada enjoys the music, but he grows annoyed with her presence. He cruelly mocks her by forcing her to eat like a lamb, but Ingvar intervenes and scolds him. One night, while everyone is asleep, Peter secretly takes Ada on a morning walk, intending to shoot her. However, upon seeing her innocent face, he changes his mind. Maria later finds Ada sleeping in Peter's arms, realizing he has finally accepted her. Maria visits a cemetery, revealing that she and Ingvar once had a daughter named Ada, after whom they named the lamb. Meanwhile, Peter grows closer to Ada, taking her on outings and sharing stories about his and Ingvar's childhood. One day, while fishing with Ada, Peter tells her about their past. On their way home, their tractor breaks down, forcing them to walk back. Later, as the family spends an evening together watching a game, Maria plays an old music video of Peter to cheer them up. As they enjoy the music, Ada sneaks outside and encounters a mysterious creature, her biological father. She is shocked to realize she resembles him more than Maria or Ingvar. Back inside, Ingvar, now drunk, collapses on the floor, and Peter helps him to bed while Ada joins them. Unable to sleep, Ada remains disturbed by what she saw outside. Meanwhile, Peter once again tries to flirt with Maria, but she rejects him. Frustrated, he threatens to tell Ada that Maria killed her mother. Maria pretends to entertain his threats, but ultimately locks him inside a closet, ignoring his cries for release. The next morning, she orders him to leave and drives him to the bus stop. Before he departs, Maria insists that Ada is a gift that has allowed them to start anew. Despite his behavior, she gives him money for his expenses and bids him farewell. Meanwhile, Ingvar takes Ada with him to fix the tractor, teaching her how to find her way home if she ever gets lost. Unable to fix the machine, they walk back. Maria, relieved to be alone with Ingvar and Ada, happily drives home. However, upon her return, she cannot find them. Suddenly, she hears a gunshot and rushes toward the sound. Ada's biological father, a towering human-sheep hybrid, has shot him in the neck after already killing their dog. The creature grabs Ada's hand and takes her away, despite her reluctance. She looks back with tearful eyes, but her father forcefully takes her. Maria finds Ingvar barely alive and tries to save him, but he dies in her arms. And that brings us to the end. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.